welcome to Namak Mirch Masala. Today we're going to show you how to make Ahloo Paratha, which is basically stuffed potato bread. This is an extremely popular dish that's best when it's fresh off the stove. So here are the ingredients you're going to need. 5 cups of wheat flour, 3 cups of water, and a little bit extra, 5 potatoes, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt for the dough, 1/2 teaspoon of salt for the potatoes, 1 tablespoon of crushed red chili peppers, 2 green chilies, 1 lemon, 2 inches of ginger, 1/10 of a bunch of cilantro, 3 to 4 green onions, and 1.5 tablespoon of corn oil for each paratha that you make. Start off by making small cuts in the potatoes to help them cook better. Then we're going to microwave them for about 20 to 25 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make our dough. Add 5 cups of flour to a large bowl. Add half a teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to add 2 cups of water to the flour. Knead the dough really well. The texture isn't quite there yet, so we're going to slowly add another cup of water for a total of 3 cups of water. Now you can see here that we're slowly adding little sprinkles of water here, just to get the texture that we want. You're aiming to get this texture for your dough. A lot of how much water you're going to use is going to depend on the type of dough you have. Okay, now our potatoes are done. We know that because they're extremely soft and easy to peel. So we're going to go ahead and peel them now. Then go ahead and mash them with a fork. Now we're going to add our spices. Add half a teaspoon of salt to the potatoes. Add 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Add 1 tablespoon of crushed red chili peppers. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Now we're going to chop up our green chili and add it to the potatoes. Chop up the green onions and add it to the potatoes. Chop up the cilantro and add it to the potatoes. Shred or cut the ginger and add that as well. And finally, squeeze the lemon juice on top. So now we can start cooking. We've got our pan set to high heat. Now this is probably the hardest part of the recipe. The good news is if you mess up, it'll still taste good, it just won't look as nice. It's really just a matter of practice here, so don't hesitate to try it out. So we've taken a ball of dough about the size of your palm, and we're going to add some flour on it so it doesn't stick to your hand too much. You can see here that the dough has been flattened a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and add about a handful of potatoes mix to the center of the dough. So once the potatoes are in the center, we're going to go ahead and wrap the dough around the potatoes so you have this ball of dough with the potatoes hidden inside. And we're just going to roll this ball around. Add it to the flour and flatten it from one side, and then flip it and do the same. Now we're going to roll this into a circle using the rolling pin. The key here is to use as little pressure as possible. Now add the bread to the frying pan. After a few minutes, when it has a light brown color, flip it over. Add 1 tablespoon of oil to the edges of the bread. Once the other side is also golden brown, flip it over again. Add another half tablespoon of oil all over, especially in the areas that seem dry or flaky like the center of the bread. Cook until both sides have a medium golden brown color. Then go ahead and repeat the steps to keep making more paratha bread until you run out of ingredients. If you don't like your food being too oily, go ahead and pat it down with a paper towel to get rid of some of the oil once you're done cooking. And that's it. You can serve this with green chutney, which we have another video of how to make, or you can serve it with yogurt. If you enjoyed this recipe, let us know. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and check out more recipes at namakmirchmasala.com. Thanks.